I'm so disappointed in LeBron James. I am so disappointed in LeBron. And look, you guys can have whatever opinion you want on this, but I'm just venting because I'm so disappointed in LeBron. Look, I mean, I'm gonna just start supporting unproblematic players. Like I'm waiting for Wemby to just take over as the GOAT, but like as of right now, Tim Duncan, you're now my GOAT. You're now my GOAT, like, because I'm not gonna have any holier than thou because we all know the ball gambler would have done the same thing as this, if he was in today's era. One of the most literally one of the most famous gambling addicts ever for being a gambling addict. But let's take a listen to LeBron James. This is disgusting. DraftKings has got all the sports action and responsible gaming tools for the new year. The crown is yours. Responsible gaming tools. That is what he's described as. Things that are like, I don't know what you call it, algorithms to try force you into addiction. Like he's called them responsible gaming tools.
Betting on your favorite sports can be a blast. DraftKings is all about giving its players new and exciting ways to get in on the action. The key is to making sure that all of us are always playing within our budget. Now you can use DraftKings' new My Stat Sheet tool to check out your play history and performance over time. You can easily hop over to their Responsible Gaming Center to check out their tools and set preferences and limits if you want. Because remember, when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun.
Like, I hate this so much. I actually hate this so much. Because it's like, I hate it so much because it's literally like, it's not gamifying betting, but it's trying to make, like, you can set limits. Do you know how to unset those limits? You click where you set the limit and just go click unset. It was like when FIFA tried to do it and you're like, it is actually ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. And I understand, obviously, for 1 out of 10,000 people that are gambling, this can be something. But I hate this from gambling companies and I hate this from LeBron James. I don't understand. I hate it that leagues are in bed with betting companies, and I hate it so much when athletes are. I hate it so much, like, because you log on to DraftKings and you probably see a LeBron James bet coming up. We've got it based on LeBron James, and the thing is, he doesn't need the money. He doesn't. He's a billionaire. Like, he's an absolute billionaire. And he's not a gambling addict. Like, I hate it when Drake does it, but Drake's literally a gambling addict. LeBron's not, and he's doing this. He doesn't need the money. And I hate seeing athletes promoting DraftKings. I genuinely think, like, Shams has had to take it out of his bio. I think what Shams was doing was, like, borderline illegal. We've seen Jonte Porter be kicked out of the NBA, and I'm sorry, there's a lot more players going to be kicked out of the NBA, and I just find it so like, LeBron talks about trying to be this great role model and everything, and has this whole image, and it's like, I'm sorry, you have like, I always make the statement where it's like, I've always said this about, like, say 2K, because me and that company never really got on, where it's like about 2K, where it's like, I don't have fuck you money, but I have fuck you money 2K. Like, because again, I've turned down a lot of money from them. Not a lot. I've turned down money from them in the past where it's like, just morally, I can't do it. And I said the same thing about Roobet. And it's like, there are people making 50, 60K a year that are turning down life-changing money to not promote gambling. And then you've got a billionaire probably refusing to turn down what? 1 million? Like, this Twitter post got 1.1 million views. Like, this Twitter post alone probably got, probably 10 grand? 10K? For 1.1 million views? Like, I have multiple, like, to be fair, maybe not in the last couple of days, but back in the day, as you guys can see, obviously I used to be big enough on Twitter. back in the day, I had plenty of like, how many views did this tweet have? I can't see the views because before views were counted. But like that tweet probably had 1 million views. The guts of that. But it's just so disappointing. It's so disappointing. And like, whatever about these these companies, betting companies, they have all these responsible gaming tools in there, so that when when they try to put in regulation, they can always say, "See, look, we tried to stop people. We tried to give people an out." The reality is that you've given them how many free bets, constant notifications on everything. Oh, new deal. Here's a deal on this parlay. If you put this in your parlay, you get less money. Where it's like, it's just the whole thing is to manipulate you into becoming an addict. And that's how what all their algorithms are based off, is turning you into a freaking addict. But yeah, you'll see these, like, you'll see a sporting superstar, one of the most influential sports people in the world, out there saying, you know, this is a good way to gamble. You know, this is more fun. This is a safer way to gamble. Like, it reminds me of all the people talking about how FTX was safe and everybody lost all their money from that. People lost their life savings, destroyed their lives, while the millionaires still pocket their freaking millions. And that's the problem, where it's like, when is it enough? When is there a like moral line to not do something? Like, what, gambling? And if you're American, you're like, oh, I don't see the big deal. In 10 years' time, you will. I'm telling you, look, I'm Irish. Gambling's nowhere near as bad here as it is in the UK. It's like, gambling very soon will be banned. You will not be able to advertise gambling within the next 10 years in Europe. And within the next 10 years, people in America will realize, because Americans tend to be like the most extremes personality-wise, like, there's going to be an epidemic. Young people losing everything in their lives to gambling is going to be an epidemic. It's not just going to be something that happens to a few people. And the worst thing about gambling addiction is, by the time somebody admits they have a problem, their life is over. That happens most of the time. They're owing money to people. Heck, like, their life could be literally over, or it could be figuratively over. But by the time people admit they have problems with gambling, their life's done. It's over. Because everyone, until they get to the point where they literally can't come back and their life's done, they will always think, I'm just going to win the next one and earn the money back. It is one of the most disgusting things to promote. And for LeBron James of all people, like, it is honestly super irresponsible promoting gambling like this. So many impressionable kids. Just change my goat back to Jordan. the bald gambler. Change your goat. If you want to do that, change your goat to freaking... In fairness, if you want to have your goat as Kobe, fair enough. I don't think Kobe would have done this. Hopefully sports gambling gets banned within 5 years. It won't be in America. It really won't. And the problem is like, banning sports betting, I don't think is going to do anything, because it just goes underground again. People are gambling addicts. But yeah, it's just a pity. It is really a pity for somebody that I'm such a big fan of. Like, I've grown up with basketball, and I'm like, it's not just LeBron, it's a lot of these other players, but I'm like, surely. But like, that's how it started with Jontay Porter. That's literally how it started. That he had a Discord, he was doing some trading, and he was there promoting these companies, and then he ended up getting into sports betting, and then it went a bit too far. And while, yeah, LeBron James has enough money that it will never go too far, there's going to be another Jontay Porter soon. Heck, I can guarantee you there's probably been, I don't know who the players are, it's probably been 15, 20 Jontay Porter situations, but they're not dumb enough to get angry when they make a shot and when a ball is about to land in their hand for a rebound, turn and run away from the ball. They're not dumb enough to do that. But anyway, yeah. See you guys.